Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to this rare episode of Hot Wheels Mustangs. Some of you may, if you've seen a few of my videos, you may not even know that I collect Hot Wheels Mustangs because the videos don't pop up very often. For a while, they were coming up every month or two, and let me explain why. So I am an avid Hot Wheels fan. I'm an avid Ford Mustang fan, so therefore I'm an avid Hot Wheels Mustangs fan. I have the website hotwheelsmustangs.com, which we're looking at right now. And it's where I started cataloging and attempting to collect every Hot Wheels Mustang ever made. Now that's a lofty goal. Probably not possible since there's some rare ones and some that I'll never see. But I do believe I can get most of them. Now that does not mean every variation, every color, everything. That just means at least one example of every car they ever made. So that's my goal. I have thousands. So on the walls in front of me, which you can't see, they are all protected in little plastic boxes and all in order chronologically. So I started, now Hot Wheels came out when I was 1, and I collected them over the years off and on, but never really kept them. I just bought them, played with them, buried them in my sandbox. But about 10 years ago-ish, or 15, I started getting pretty serious about collecting Hot Wheels and trying to do a decent job of giving other collectors a chance to do the same. Researching is one of my favorite things. I love the hunt and the research. And one thing about Hot Wheels cars is it's really hard to get good information. You can have two different websites or two different books even that contradict each other. So a lot of my work has been verifying, trying to find at least 2 or 3 sources that say the same thing, and then if possible purchase the car myself and actually look at it and find the answer myself. So I started off by buying the 1968 Sweet 16 Custom Mustang. Right here, this gold one is the first one I bought. It is an original condition, which I love. I'd rather it be this in this condition than restored and repainted and fixed up. So I love the fact that this is 50 plus, almost 60 years old, and that it is now in my collection. It belonged to somebody or multiple somebodies, and now I have it. I also picked up a red one. So they came in all of these colors, and I think a few more than that. In 1968. At some point, I would like to find an example of each color. Now, keep in mind that this is where the hobby gets expensive. Okay, so 1968, that's the only car in the 60s. I organized them by decades. So I've got all the 70s. And then what I was doing was, some years, if you look at 1978, they had 2 cars, the Shohas 2 and the Mustang Stalker. So when I was researching 1978, all I had to do was go to eBay or Amazon and find someone who had a good example of these cars and pick them up. So for a while, these were coming in the mail every week or every other week, and I was updating this website, and I was doing YouTube videos. And so if you're interested, I do have back cataloged. I've got a video for every year, and the cars for each year. So those are the 70s, and of course then I have 80s, 90s, etc. So let's go ahead and jump to 2020 and what happened here. So this was all basically research and then saving up money so I could purchase these. Some of these, literally they were $1 at Walmart, but if I buy them on eBay, they're going to cost me $15, $20 to have them shipped to me. And for me, that's worth it, especially after the fact. I had no choice, all the way up until I got caught up, which was about 2020. So right about here, I didn't have to go to eBay and purchase really expensive cars anymore. I could go to the store and try to find these, and if I was lucky enough to find one, I could get them for 99 cents. Huge savings, but I also am not a huge fan of spending all my time driving around town like some people do. Some collectors are totally into that, and they show up at Walmart at 6 in the morning or 5:30, and they bribe somebody in the warehouse to let them open the boxes up and look through them. There's a lot of stuff like that that goes on behind the scenes. That is not my style. If I'm lucky enough to, I just glance. If I'm lucky enough to see one, awesome. If not, I'll go home, get on eBay. And truthfully, if they just came out, someone might be selling them for $6 or $10 to make a little profit. And for me, my time is worth that. So I'll pay them the $10 or $12 and have it shipped right to my house. And so that's what I started doing. And what I found was it's a lot harder to do it that way than just look them up and buy them. So 2020, 2021, every car. And they're all in chronological order as well. Some of them are really rare. This one came from the Mexico Collectors Convention in 2021. Hard to find. And we'll get right up to, I have stories about some of these cars. And so if you're interested, check the website out, hotwheelsmustangs.com, and experiences with each of these cars. 2022, 2023, 2024. So let's go ahead and jump right up to the current year as of this video, 2024. I'm in July. And what I am doing is just waiting for the cars to come out. So it takes quite a bit more patience. It's not just looking them up and researching them and then buying them. When 2024 started, I didn't know what cars there would be. There was nothing to research. So literally you have to wait until the cars come out. Yes, I visit several websites, collecthw.com, collecthotwheels.com, and the Hot Wheels Wiki. Those are two of my favorites, but there are others as well. YouTube's a good source. eBay's a good source, but everything you have to take with a grain of salt. A lot of people just don't understand how to do the research themselves, and so they guess wrong, and so the cars might not be what they are. I find quite a few are the wrong year from what they actually are. So it takes a little bit of research to get it right, and that's what I take pride in. And let's take a look at the 2024s. Right now it's July, so there's probably still another 6 or 7 or maybe even a dozen cars that could come out between August, September, October, November, December, especially with Christmas coming, and then they'll start cranking out the 2025s. So on this website, they're chronological. So if I find a 1970, I can scroll right to the 70s right here and say, oh yeah, I already have that one, the 70 Ford Mustang Mach 1. So that just helps me keep them organized. So in order, there's the 67 Shelby Mustang GT500. So I'm going to highlight the 2024s is what I'm going to do so far, because I have a video for every year. At the end of every year, I'm just impatient. So I'm not going to wait. I haven't had a video since last year on Hot Wheels Mustangs, so I thought I would just do an update. So this 67 Shelby Mustang GT500 came in the Nightburners 5-pack, and the one advantage of buying them on eBay is you don't have to buy the whole 5-pack. So there are people who tear these 5-packs open and then they sell the cars individually, make a little bit of profit, and then I can just buy the one, and that works for me just fine. If they are in, and this is where collectors will pull their hair out, and I've said this before, I tear the car right out of the pack and I throw the pack away. It's called the blister pack. The blister is the little plastic bubble or the blister card. So the plastic part's the blister, the card is the cardboard part. Some people collect the artwork on the card. Some people collect these just for an investment, and that is not me at all. And I know, I'm clearly aware that as soon as you tear the car out of the blister pack, it cuts the price at least in half, if not more. I don't care. And when you do that to a $400 car, it hurts a little bit for a few minutes, but I prefer to take them out of the blister pack and see them and roll them and play with them before I put them in a little plastic collector's case. And I label them what year they are on the bottom and put them in my collection. So at any point, I can pull a car out, look at it, touch it, feel it, which I absolutely love. So to me, that's just the way I collect. So the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302 came in 3 different versions, and my goal is only to have one version, at least, of every casting, it's called, every car that they make, every Mustang that they make. That's called a casting. And the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302 is one of these castings. But since I have so much time waiting for these cars to come out now, I went ahead and picked up all 3. So the Fast and Furious car is this white one with the black stripes on top, with the Fast and Furious blister card. Now, if it's a cool card with artwork that I like, a lot of times I'll take a picture of it as well. Then I tear the car out, take a picture of the car by itself, sometimes from different angles if it's really cool. And then I throw the blister card away, and I put the card in its little plastic protective case. This car, at the store, this probably would have been like $6 or so. This is a higher quality. It's called a Hot Wheels Premium car, so it's got real rubber tires, more detail on the taillights and headlights, etc. And that's why I took pictures of it from different angles. The yellow one is from the Vintage Racing Club mix. Has number 12 on the side, and pretty cool car because it is it's a racing car with that bright yellow and black hood, which is super cool, and sponsored by Goodyear, and says Boss 302 on the sides. Has a chrome metal base. And then the mystery car series, if you just go to the store, these are all in like a little bin, and you just buy one and you open it up and you find out what you get. Truthfully, there's a way around that. You can look up online what the codes are, and you could find the code that goes to a certain car, and you could sit there and dig through all of these and look for the right code and then buy it, and it will be the car you want. So I don't have time. Well, I don't have the interest, is what the truth is, to do any of that. Someone else did that for me, and then they posted it on eBay. I don't know how much. This is probably $12 or something. And so they said it was going to be the Mustang. I trusted them. I paid the $12. It shows up. I opened the package, threw the package away. It comes with stickers. I threw the stickers away, and then I keep the car. So that is the mystery model series, and that's how the mystery cars work. The 70 Ford Mustang Mach 1 and the Hot Wheels 5-pack Retro Racers. This was a 5-pack of Retro Racers, and again, I just bought the one. Vituski Motor Company on the rear quarter panel, and white 5-spoke wheels. I try to detail as much as I can about it, what color the interior is, what color the base is, the wheels, etc. That stuff matters. If you find a car that someone says is a 2024, but it's got something wrong with it, the wrong color, the wrong tires, that might be a hint that it actually is like a 2023, for example. So all that stuff really helps you in your research. The 84 Mustang SVO, Special Vehicle Operations Unit, is what the SVO stands for. It's a faster Mustang. This is from the Then and Now series, vehicle 2 of 10, and I think it's just a cool car. This one just came a few weeks ago. The 92 Ford Mustang from the Hot Wheels The 90s series, vehicle 3 out of 10. It's kind of cool. You put these side by side, 2 red Mustangs. They're almost a decade apart. They haven't changed that much, but just a slight difference in body shape. The custom 2018 Ford Mustang GT, you could get it in a multi-pack, and it's this one, matte black with orange, white, and blue stripes. That's a typo, stripes. You could also get it in the Hot Wheels Drift Pack, which is dark red with a black plastic base. I don't have that one, so still looking for it. The 2018 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5, the Car Culture Slide Street 2 Series. This is another Hot Wheels Premium with really detailed headlights, taillights, and trim, neon green accents, and the black Real Rider 10-spoke wheels. So the 10 spokes, they're black, and the tires are rubber. So when you see Real Rider, that means rubber. And if you look at the blister pack over here on the left, you can see lower left corner, it says metal/metal. So it's a metal base, metal interior. And also over on the right, it says Real Riders. So that means it has rubber tires. The 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, you could get it in the Gran Turismo, the Real Driving Simulator series. I don't know why I didn't take a picture of the blister pack. I should have. It had the Gran Turismo logo from the racing game. That's the blue Shelby here. Love that car. It looks so cool. And then it also came in the Hot Wheels 24 Stars and Stripes series. Obviously red, white, and blue. Every year, Hot Wheels has a series of cars that comes out before 4th of July, and it's patriotic, red, white, and blue. Usually has a flag kind of symbolism on the blister pack and on the car. And some of them, when you put all the blister packs together, they have a picture, usually a flag or something, if you put them all together and collect them all. For me, I just buy the Mustang, of course, and tear it out and collect it. The Mustang Funny Car is in the Hot Wheels Art Cars series, car 7 of 10. You could get it in 3 different colors. So I have the white with black and white graphics, and it has a dragon head on the side. I love the white, black, and the gray tires instead of black tires. I think that was a good choice. It just kind of stands out. You could also get it all metal. It's a Walmart exclusive with no paint, just metal. So that's one I'm looking for. And you could also get it yellow with white and pink graphics and black and pink wheels, like completely bright. So while I'm waiting for other cars to come out, I will try to fill in these gaps and get each one of those. And then lastly, this is my last car I have so far. This is an eroded Ford Mustang. This one cost me a bit. I can't remember how much it cost, whether it was over 100 or under 100, but it was probably near there. There's a New York artist named Daniel Arsham, and he creates this fictional archaeology art. But he made a full-sized 68 Ford Mustang that was eroded, like rusted out, like had holes in it and stuff. And it was a full-size car. And then he got together with Mattel, Hot Wheels, and he made this version in 1/64th scale. What's really cool about this car, well, it's all black for one. It's unlike any Hot Wheels car I've ever seen. And when I sliced open the box, on the picture on the left here, you slice open the tape on that box, and you open up the lid of that box, it pulled some ribbons, which raised the car up slowly to reveal it. Very cool. I kept the box, although I don't collect that kind of thing. But I did keep it. I just don't have the heart yet to throw it away. I'll probably throw it in the burn barrel out back and burn it. It means nothing to me collectible wise. It did come in a really nice acrylic kind of case, as you can see on the right. And that probably, I can't remember, but it probably didn't fit on my shelf. So I probably took it out, and I mean, it was screwed down. Took the screws out, put it into my cheap little plastic box, and added it to my collection. So it looks the same as all the others. So there will be more, I'm sure, to fill in the gaps. And every year, if you followed any of my Hot Wheels videos, and remember, I have one for every year, so if you're interested, but I go back through, and I can't really do this yet, but I go back through every video and I choose my favorite. So as I look at these so far, there's some great ones to choose from. All the detail on the Fast and Furious car is impressive. I think the Slide Street is a great looking car. Is it my favorite? I don't know. The Gran Turismo Shelby, whoo, that is sweet. And the eroded car is so unique. I would say if I could only buy one of these, man, it's between these two. So I'm going to hold off since it's not fair for me to vote until I have all of them, because there may be something that outshines both of those. But right now, I'm going to vote between the blue Gran Turismo and the gray Slide Street cars. Those are just pretty sweet. So stay tuned. Somewhere around December, January, I'll have the full 2024 collection. And of course, I'll be starting the 2025 collection as well. Maybe I'll do a video on every car as I find it, so I don't have to wait a year before I do a Hot Wheels video. Kind of drives me crazy. So anyway, that's just to share this hobby of mine, and hopefully you'll learn something. And if you want to learn more, just go to hotwheelsmustangs.com. I'll catch you next time around. For now, Mr. Johns is out.